This is most unfair. I mean, how do you get behind someone like Casey and say anything meaningful? How do you stand up after Mac's been up here and say anything that anybody would want to hear? I brought some props because I suspected this might happen. And Jimmy is truly most unfair. But I am Tommy Williams. I'm 66 years old. You know that age where if you're going to accomplish something in life that's meaningful, you better get busy. A couple of years ago, I took inventory. I've been meaningfully involved with Junior Achievement, United Way, Live Oak, Grace Home, Volunteers of America, the Committee of 100, Samaritan Counseling Center, Downtown Rotary, various committees at First Methodist Church. Every one of those efforts are worthy of anybody's contribution. But giving considerable thought about me and where I am, I realized my support for Community Renewal International was where I could make the most impact. This incredible effort, as you listen to Casey, Mac, and others, is an initiative where I felt like if I contributed, I felt like little Tommy Williams from Queensboro, Bear Park High School, could make a difference and change the world. So I thought of a couple of ways to measure that impact. Number one is my grandson is 3. I have a great book, some props I knew I might need. A great book. The name of this book is I Was There. I wish all of you in the back could see this. It'd be nice if I started at the school teachers. If I started, I was there. Gigs that changed the world. Man, I love this book. I love it. It's about rock concerts, Woodstock, the Beatles at Shea Stadium, Pink Floyd at the Berlin Wall. I'll try not to cry as I go through this. Freddie Mercury at Live Aid, Elton John at Madison Square Garden. Events that will forever be remembered for those of us who like that sort of thing. But suppose I could tell little Jack, my grandson, I was there, part of a gig that changed the world. We are all on stage in the concert of life as we know it, right here, right now, in this room. A second measurement might be in my obituary, which incidentally I hope will be written a long time from now. But suppose my obituary read, he was there. He embraced needed social changes through Community Renewal International and left the world a better place. Well done, good and faithful servant. I submit to you, it couldn't get any better than that. And by the way, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Selling the invisible. That's pretty challenging. How do you inspire people to support an effort that's not a church? It's not a poverty program. It's something in the middle. It's something in the middle. They have a word for this. I've heard the word since I've been sitting there at the table. It's called a movement. And with every passing day, we all know that this movement is more critical than ever. By the way, if you want to know the frightening facts and figures, another prop. Just read our good friend Robert Hall's book, This Land of Strangers, the relationship crisis that imperils home, work, politics, and faith. A bunch of us in this room have had the honor of hearing Robert speak right here in Shreveport recently. He lives over in Dallas, a wonderful guy, and he nails it with all the facts and figures. Yep, it's a crisis. And I thank God that people are waking up and paying attention. People are paying attention to 25 years of hard work by a dedicated team, by a visionary leader. But paying attention is different than paying the bills. World-changing movements cost money. Let me assure you, the cost of doing nothing is infinitely greater than that. So, do I tell my grandson Jack that Woodstock was an event that changed music forever? By the way, just for your information, because I know you want to know, did you know there were about 400,000 people that showed up at Woodstock? But over 6 million people swear they were there? Or do I tell little Jack, my grandson, that we right here in this room, we're here for the gig of the century. Now how can you be part of this gig? In front of you, shockingly, you have pledge cards. I encourage you either to write a check, or if you're not, don't have a checkbook with you, just put on your pledge card how much you'd like to contribute to this effort. By the way, it may be that you have a different calling. That's okay. That's cool. If so, we need volunteers. If you don't feel led to contribute money, just jot down on that pledge card how you might want to get involved. Or you can ask the question, how can I get involved? And by the way, there's a couple of urns that Jenny sent a nice picture of this morning that are right there where you can drop those pledge cards on the way out the door. Our future and that of our children and grandchildren is depending on us. This is America. In America, we solve our own problems. Nobody's coming. Not the city, not the state, not the federal government, though we will appeal to all of them for assistance from time to time. But it's us. We're America. Let's not let our children down. Let me join our dedicated friends at Community Renewal in thanking you for your investment in your children's future. Thanks for listening.